In the words of Mahatma Gandhi, it is health that is the real wealth, not pieces of gold and silver. With this remark from the renowned Indian sage, I warmly welcome you to Better You Today, where we seek a paradigm shift aimed at attaining improvement in your health, wellness and well-being. Lifestyle medicine is the cornerstone of today's package. A consultant family physician and the president of World Lifestyle Medicine Association would do justice to unravel the nitty-gritty of this emerging form of medical practice. My name is Yetunde Jayola. Here is a pulse from the streets on adopting a healthy lifestyle. Thank you for staying tuned.
Everything has been ordained by Almighty God that you are going to live longer, you are going to live happier, and you are going to live for that earlier whole. It has to do with the way of how you are going to spend your life. As a Yoruba adage, Shibotimo. Shibotimo means that do as your capacity reach. Don't do beyond what your capacity reach. If you know that, okay, you have 1,000 naira to spend per week, don't spend beyond that 1,000 naira. Because if you spend beyond that amount, you are going to have the repercussion. You can be living the way you're supposed to live. You don't spend more than beyond what you're supposed to spend. You stay in your house. But definitely an accident can even come and meet you at the house. Definitely God has ordained that this is the date and time your life is going to terminate. There's nobody anybody can do about that one.
As a human being, there's a lot of things person should do. There are a lot of things that you should avoid doing to improve your health, to keep you longer. Be a nice person to yourself. Being nice to yourself is you should not hold grudges with anybody. You have to be contented with what you are to Almighty God. Secondly, eat a healthy food. A healthy food that will digest and give you more energy. Control yourself by doing some exercise. You should not stress yourself because whatever God says will be will definitely be. But you should definitely go and look for.
Whatever is it, we have the Creator. And when you distance yourself from the Creator, He will distance from you. When you are corrupt, the whole system will not work. But when you are free from corruptions, the operations, the body itself will now operate freely. One should be able to have self-sufficiency. What is that is, let us be God-fearing. God-fearing is the most ultimate. When you are close to God, God is close to you. When you are far from Him, He will be far away from you.
To live longer or healthier is not the finance or the monetary part of it. If you appreciate what God that created you gave you, even if a small pinch that you got, you are contented with, you will live longer and you will be okay. All the disease that you see, just check the background of those diseases, is the worry. That you can be free from all the stress, all the worries, and you will even you can live longer. You can even look younger. But when you worry yourself, even if you are 50, you look like you are 70. Always say, yes, I'm grateful for what I have. I'm grateful. Then you will live long and you will get even more.
In the quest by Nigerians to lead fulfilling and balanced life, lifestyle medicine can be a veritable platform to attaining excellence in health status and fulfillment in life. Dr. Ifoma Moye, a consultant family physician with special focus on lifestyle medicine for over 20 years, would be our resource person on. But before we meet her, Here is a mini documentary.
According to the National Library of Medicine, the study of how habits and actions affects both prevention and treatment of diseases has implications around the concept of lifestyle medicine. The power of positive lifestyle decisions and actions is underscored by the multiple randomized controlled trials and a variety of cohort studies. Health study demonstrated that 80% of all heart diseases and 91% of all diabetes in women could be eliminated if they would adopt a cluster of positive lifestyle practices, including the maintenance of a positive body weight, regular physical activity, not smoking cigarettes, and following a few simple nutritional practices such as increasing whole grain and consuming more fruits and vegetables. In a similar vein, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, said 80% of all heart diseases, stroke and type 2 diabetes, as well as 40% of all cancer diagnoses are preventable with proper risk factor management via lifestyle interventions. According to the American Journal of Medicine, employing the principle of lifestyle medicine in the daily practice represents a substantial opportunity to enhance the value equation in medicine by improving outcomes for our patients and simultaneously controlling costs. The time has come to truly practice lifestyle medicine and encourage positive lifestyle decisions for our patients and adopt them in our own lives. Furthermore, the concept of catching them young goes a long way in children and adolescents adopting lifestyle medicine earlier in life, thereby internalizing the practice and growing up with it.
Today we'll be making a collage on letter sound.
This will curb the challenges in weaning people on ingrained old habits, which are sometimes difficult to accomplish and costly too. There is no longer any serious doubt that daily habits and practices profoundly affect the short-term and long-term health and quality of life of individuals, whether male or female. Many lifestyle medicine modalities employed are highly relevant to families. Issues related to physical activity, nutrition, and weight management should be addressed in the family setting.
Better You Today draws a lot of strength from the factual input of renowned experts who honor our invite to enlighten our teeming viewers on various aspects of our health, wellness, and well-being. In this vein, I invite the President of World Lifestyle Medicine Association, Dr. Ifeoma Monye, to simplify the concept of lifestyle medicine and why it is gaining more disciples all over the world. We will be right back.
The time for lifestyle medicine has come. It is a specialty that came out of the conventional medicine. So it's not a specialty that has come out from nowhere. Those of us who are practitioners and professionals and physicians in lifestyle medicine are people who have schooled in conventional medicine. Lifestyle medicine is that new specialty that helps everyone, helps you, helps me, helps every family, every community to adopt and sustain behavioral patterns or life practices that can help us live healthy lives. healthier, happier, and in many cases, longer lives. And we use simple everyday practices to achieve this. Simple everyday practices like what we eat, our diet and nutrition, everyday practices like our relationships, how we relate to one another, how we relate to the planet, to environment, to animals, how we relate to the Almighty. So we are all relating to the Almighty in different ways. Whatever way you recognize as your Almighty, but you need to be relating to some higher power. So that is relationships. We have found scientifically that it helps to live healthier and prolong lives. We have also found that simple everyday practices like exercise and movements also helps to ensure that you're living healthier, happier lives. The fourth thing is addictions, avoiding all kinds of addictions. And when we talk of addictions, we know that we're referring to alcohol, to tobacco, and to all kinds of drugs of addiction. And you know how that has impacted our people, especially our youths in Nigeria in recent times. So avoidance of addictions is one of the pillars of lifestyle medicine. Then the fifth one is mental health and well-being and management of stress. We should all be careful about the way we feel, the way we approach life. Are we happy? Are we sad? Are we lonely? How are we dealing with the stress? Nobody needs to tell you what is happening, not just in Nigeria, but all over the world about stress situations. Cost of living, people are sleeping with one eye open. There is so much stress around. That also is a pillar that, if well done, you can actually live healthier and happier and longer lives. And the last one is the sixth pillar is sleep. And we know now that it is very vital that everyone gets at least 7 to 8 hours of good quality restorative sleep every night. Those 6 pillars, your diet and nutrition, your relationships, exercise and movements, addiction avoidance, management of stress and mental well-being, and finally sleep. If you add all these 6 pillars together, the way I've said it, you get the word acronym DREAMS. You know, when we sleep and we dream. That is so easy to remember, and that is what I used to teach this everywhere I go, all over Nigeria and all over the world. So DREAMS is an acronym that will help us to remember the everyday things we need to get on top of and do properly under the instruction or advice or coaching of a lifestyle medicine trained person. So once you get all of this together, you are able to prevent, or if you already have any of these chronic illnesses, treat it, and in some appropriate cases, even reverse those illnesses. Lifestyle medicine, simply put, is the democratization of healthcare delivery. Because you don't have to be rich to afford lifestyle medicine. You don't have to be poor. Oh, I can't buy it. That's the beauty. You don't have to buy it anywhere. You just need to learn how to eat properly, have healthy relationships with your friends, with your siblings, with your partners, with your family, with everybody around you, in your colleagues, everywhere, in your community. Something that thrills me when I talk about movement is dance. In Africa, and particularly in Nigeria, we are known all over the world for dance. Everybody knows that Nigeria is the center of dance, and I stand to be proved wrong. If we do that every day at home, it does a lot of things. Number one, if you are doing it with your family, it's bonding you together. It's creating periods of happiness. When you dance, you are fulfilling so many, not just the exercise. We move from D to R to E. We go to A, addictions. We do that. We avoid and walk away from these really nasty things that people get involved in, because it can cause disease, it can cause illnesses, it can cause hypertension, diabetes, heart attacks. It can cause all of that. So if we don't do it, then we don't get it. And then manage our mental health and well-being. Make sure you're happy. If you are depressed for any reason, if you're sad, seek help. It's never weakness to ask for help when you don't feel well. And I think I need to address my male brothers, our fathers, our husbands, our uncles, that please, women, it's easy for us to cry and say, oh, I'm not feeling right. But it's a thing that men feel, if I say how I'm feeling, people will think I'm weak. Please don't die in silence. Tell somebody about how you feel. There is help out there. So again, when you look after your mental health and well-being, you live longer. These illnesses don't befall you. And of course, sleep. Studies have shown that people who do not have, for example, enough sleep, and when we say enough sleep, we're talking about 7 to 8 hours of sleep at least every night. In fact, the American College of Lifestyle Medicine will prescribe 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night. When we don't have that, our bodies don't have enough time to relax and heal itself. You know, the Almighty has created us in a way that we can actually heal ourselves if we do things the way He has intended for us to do. And one of them is sleep. Between sort of 11 and 3 a.m., a lot of things happen in our brain that regulate healing process, natural healing process in our body. We know by research now that people who eat lots and lots of vegetables, in fact, we call it the rainbow plate. Rainbow meaning you have all colors on your plate. So you have pink, you have yellow, you have green, you have red, you have brown, you have all colors on your plate in vegetables. And you have very little of carbohydrates and animal protein. That is something. I'm not telling everyone to become vegan or vegetarian, but pack half of your plate must be full of vegetables. The last quarter, 25% of your plate, you can fill with your rice and your yam. And even when you're eating your rice, let us go back to our roots of the rice that is not polished and taken through the factory. Let your rice come from your father rice, come straight from the farm in the kitchen, wash it and cook it and eat. That's the best rice. My parents, their blessed memory, my father, who lived till 91, and my mother, who lived till 90. What my father ate every day is what I eat now every day. And I tell my siblings, you guys remember how we used to eat too? My father used to eat yam and vegetables every single evening. That was his dinner. Yam is a superfood that people should go back to. Not a lot of it because it's carbohydrate, but it's got a lot of minerals and all very nutritious stuff in it. And then you pack your plate with lots of vegetables. Somebody's going to say, but you people have taught us that we should leave red meat and we should start eating white meat. Aha. Well, it's good counsel and we still advise that. But if you even want to have Rolls Royce health, you will move away from even the white chicken and fish and eat it like a celebration. It's something that if you do, you will see it in your health. And you can't keep it to yourself. You will tell your people, you tell everyone around you. Government and even individuals cannot afford to treat cancer, to treat diabetes when people get it. So why do we want to wait for them to get it? When there are simple, everyday interventions that can actually prevent this thing from happening. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of papers have been published. And every year we have several meetings across the world where people are presenting their findings about what instituting this in their populations have brought about. Bring it back to Nigeria. We are hoping that we are going to begin to institute our own research in Nigeria. Black people in the diaspora, they've had studies on them and they've proven the same thing, that they do not suffer chronic illnesses if they stay with interventions in their lifestyle practices to ensure health and to treat disease. And I'm sure if we do the same thing here, we'll have it. There's going to be cheaper, far cheaper for you to spread out health to the populations by emphasizing and instituting lifestyle medicine as the way to go. We deliver healthcare. What the conventional medicine does, I have to say, and my colleagues who agree with me all over the world, is sick care. Meaning you're waiting for people to be sick and then you care for them. No, we say we can do it better. We can actually stop you from being sick. But peradventure, you fall ill. We can use the same thing that caused you the illness in the first place to treat you. Because it is our lifestyle. Today, globally, WHO will let us know that about 41 million people die every year from these non-communicable diseases that are basically caused by lifestyle practices. Diabetes, cancer, autoimmune diseases, all of the chronic respiratory diseases. Lifestyle practices cause it. What happens is that with not eating right, eating a lot of fatty, saturated fats, the wrong kind of fat, not eating enough vegetables that give you lots of fiber in your body, not really exercising properly, but you can exercise the way you like, not sleeping properly. All of these things, or taking tobacco, alcohol, and all the dangerous drugs of addiction, or even inhaling in the atmosphere, polluted air, pollution, a lot of pollution. All of these things go to cause chronic inflammation in the body. That is the bottom line of that causes all these illnesses. Where there are free radicals, when the chemicals in your body work, when you eat that food, when you smoke that thing, when all of that wrong practice happens, the body is just releasing free radicals. If it happens long enough, over a period of 6 months, and then it continues, down the line, 1 year on, 2 years on, 5 years on, 10 years on, all of this, or one of these illnesses, or all will happen. And that leads to early death, early heart attack, diabetic complications, diabetic coma and death, and all sorts of things. So we say to our colleagues, guys, we don't have to wait for patients to finish going through this very bad lifestyle, collect all these illnesses, and then we say, okay, come, let's do a bypass surgery for your heart so that your heart can live, your heart can recover. We don't have to. And interestingly, a lot of our cardiology friends are actually going into preventive cardiology. You can prevent all this chronic inflammation if you do all of this. You don't have to come to me to open you up and do a bypass surgery or start to give you tablets to bring down your cholesterol. But you can eat right to correct that cholesterol and to keep it corrected. What we do in lifestyle medicine is we do a lot of prevention, then we go on to treat from lifestyle practices and all these interventions, and even to reverse prevention, to treatment, and to reversal of disease. That's lifestyle medicine. For conventional medicine, it goes into treatment. That is what conventional medicine does. So it goes into the middle one, treatment. Oh, you are sick. What's wrong? Okay, this is how to treat it. Goodbye. No, we say there's a richer way to offer healthcare, and this is a richer way. And we're trying to convert all of them. And it doesn't matter the specialty. Any specialty in medicine can apply lifestyle medicine principles to their patients, and they get better, and they're healed better.
It is hoped that lifestyle medicine will continue to gain momentum and traction among Nigerians. According to Maje Ayida, a Nigerian wellness coach, to be successful at anything, you don't have to be different. You simply have to be what most people aren't: consistent. Hoping we have kept our consistency in informing, educating, and enlightening you on salient aspects of health, wellness, and well-being. This is where we will birth today's edition of Better You Today. Do visit our YouTube page to view this and previous editions of the program. My name is Yetunde Jayola. Legacy is not leaving something for people. It is leaving something in people. Stay healthy, keep watching our channel for compelling programs, and bye for now.